So in last session, if you remember, we were discussing about the examples of inheritance. If you remember, we have discussed all the types in detail. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today we are going to discuss one more very interesting topic, uh, which is use of static keyword in Java. So mostly while explaining the keywords of main method, we have elaborated all the keywords like why we use public, static, void and main with the main method. So at that time we have seen the use of static keyword with the methods, but that is not the only use of static keyword. As I said that time also, there are specific usages of static keyword in Java. So today we are going to discuss that part. So now let me just share my screen. Yeah, so can anyone tell me, as of now, what do you understand about static keyword? What is the meaning of static keyword? Anyone?
सर स्टैटिक एक ही बार कॉल होता है पूरे प्रोग्राम में.
It is not that you cannot say that it is getting executed only once, but it will occupy memory only once. That is fine.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah, but you can execute the static variables and method n number of times. As and when you need, you can execute it. Other than this, if you know anything about static keyword,
So स्टैटिक लिखते हैं तो ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं बनाना पड़ता. ये
that's
है.
fine. Very good. If we write static keyword with variable or with method, then without creating the object, we can access it. Perfect. And if you remember, while discussing the types of variables, we were discussing about static variables also, if you remember.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And see, I think Jatin is not the only one in the entire classroom. I am having 25 participants, so I'm expecting answers from most of the people. As of now, only one guy is replying. That is not good. So can anyone tell me what do you mean by static variable? What do you mean by static variable?
सर मतलब कि वो एक ही बार एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है.
No, again your answer is wrong, because whenever we use static keyword with variables or with methods, we cannot say that it can be executed only once. We can execute that thing n number of times, but it will occupy the memory only once. Are you getting me?
यस सर.
Yeah. So you never need to say that we can execute that thing only once. Otherwise, it is not useful. Because what if I want to go with multiple copy of the same thing using different object if I want to access the same variable, and if it is declared with static, then according to your answer we cannot access it. But that is not the case. Even though you have declared variable or methods with static keyword, by using different object
सर
you can access it. Yes.
सर स्टैटिक वेरिएबल मींस हम उसे प्रोग्राम में कहीं पे भी उसके प्रॉपर्टीज को यूज कर सकते हैं.
You are talking about static variable.
स्टैटिक मेथड बोला सर.
Okay, so what do you say about static method? Can you repeat it again?
સર આપણે એની પ્રોપર્ટીઝ એન્ટાયર પ્રોગ્રામમાં ગમે ત્યાં યુઝ કરી શકીએ.
So that we can do even though the method is not static. Fine, we can use it as and when needed, and wherever we need, we can use it.
ઓકે ઓકે.
सर वेरिएबल शायद क्लास तक ही रहता है शायद सीमित. स्टैटिक वेरिएबल शायद.
No. See again,
Oh,
what if I have declared one variable with static keyword, and if I want to access it outside the class, what do you think? Will I get access or not?
No,
Yes.
sir.
हो
पता
जाएगा
नहीं
सर,
सर।
Yes.
एक्सेस हो जाएगा।
For
हो
example,
जाएगा।
if I yes, if I declare one class like this,
हम्म,
and here if I declare one static variable, let's say static integer a is equal to 10, and now if I want to access this variable outside this class a, what do you think? Will it be accessible?
yes sir.
Yes.
Yes. So again, it is not limited to a class only. Fine. So there is no limit regarding static variable, like we cannot access it or something. But the only thing is, whenever we declare any variable with static keyword, it means only one time it will occupy the memory. Fine. For example, in my class, let's say I am having more variables. Let's say one string variable is there, which is, let's say, my name. Same class, let's say I am having uh, one string which is gender. So now, for example, and let me just rename this class to make it more clear. Let's say class student. Let's say I'm
सर
preparing.
आपका क्या था सर?
Sorry,
सर आपका क्वेश्चन क्या था?
my question was, what do you mean by static variable?
तो सर वो हुआ ना जो हम एक बार डिक्लेयर करते हैं और हम उसको दूसरी बार डिक्लेयर नहीं कर सकते ऐसे क्लास में।
So that is applicable for all the variables, even though the variables are not static. We cannot declare it multiple times, even though the variable is not static.
सर मॉडिफाई नहीं कर सकते हम उसे।
No, we
I
can
think
modify. So according to you, what do you think? Can I modify this value?
वेरिएबल
For
सर
example,
ऐसे
yes.
सर जैसे कि हमने a इक्वल टू 10 किया तो हम 10 की जगह 11 नहीं कर सकते, शायद ऐसा कुछ होता है।
Okay, let me just do it. Let me go with another class, demo static. That's the only misunderstanding I have found from all the students. Whenever I talk about static keyword, generally they assume that we cannot modify the value of static keyword or static variables. But static keyword is not for that. For that we will use final variable, or sorry, final keyword that we will cover later on. But let me just explain and let me give the answer. Let's say this is my main class. And now from this main class, if I want to access the value of this variable a, then if it is static, I can directly use the class, or even if I want to create an object, I can do that. Is it fine? If I want to access this value, I am having two options. Either I can access it using class name, or I can create the object of this class. So now what I'm doing, let's say if I do like this, student underscore details dot a is equal to student underscore details dot a plus 10. Will it work? And later on I am trying to print the value. So what do you think? What will be the output?
सर जैसे कि आप बता रहे हैं कि मॉडिफाई हो सकता है तो 20 आएगा।
So now let me just save this file and let's see what happens. So I'm going to save this file with demostatic.java. Let me just open cmd java c demostatic.java. So where is the error? I just forgot to put semicolon. Okay. And now let me execute it. So you can say I'm getting 20. Fine. So you don't need to say that if variable is declared with static keyword, then we cannot modify the values. Of course, we can modify the value. Are you getting me? But if I
Yes,
write
sir.
final instead of static, if I write final, then this would not be possible. Let me just demonstrate. Later on, we will discuss that also. But you can see, cannot assign a value to final variable a, right? Because the variable is final, and that is why you cannot modify the value. So to make any value constant in Java, we will always use final keyword. But as of now, we are discussing the use of static keyword. So whenever I write static with any variable, then that variable is known as static variable. And see, if I give the example of this class, then I am preparing this class to collect student details. See, that is why I have given the name, which is student details. So for example, in this class, I want to collect student details where let's say number of students are 500. Fine. So what I will do, I will create 500 objects to refer different copies. So values could be different. Here instead of integer, let's say it is roll number. Instead of a, let's say it is roll number, which will be different. The name could be different. Fine. So this is the detail of only one student. So out of this, what do you think? Do we have any one thing which is common for all the students? Do we have any variable which is common for all the students?
Roll number.
Is it common for
I
all?
No, no.
नहीं होगा sir.
Yes,
एक भी
as of now, there is nothing which is common. Fine, but now if I go with one more string, let's say string college name. Let's say RK University. Now, what do you think? Fine. So now, let's say, for example, if I want to collect the details of your entire class, and let's say I'm having 50 students, then for all 50 students, the last variable is going to be common, which is college name. So if I don't declare this last variable with static keyword, then what will happen? Every time when I will create different object, it will occupy the memory. So for all 4 variables, it will occupy memory for all 50 students. So 50 into 4, and it depends on the data type. If it is integer, it will reserve 4 bytes. So every time if it is not static, let's say this is also a normal variable, integer roll number. So I can create 50 object of this class. Are you getting me? So what I will do, I will create 50 object, like let's say in the main class. Instead of this, if I do student underscore details stu1, this is my first object, equal to new student underscore details. Similarly, I can create number of objects. Let's say I'm having student 2, student 3. So likewise, I can create 50 objects, and then using this object, I can assign the value if needed. I can do like this: stu1 dot roll number is equal to, let's say, 1. Similarly, stu1 dot name is equal to, let's say, Abhishek, and stu1 dot gender is equal to male, something like this. Fine. So whatever I'm doing using this single object stu1 to store the details of one student, same way I can create 50 objects, and I can assign the all needed parameters for all 50 students using different objects. So every time when I will create the object, it will load the constructor. So even though it is default, it will execute it. So it will go inside the classroom, and it will occupy memory for all 4 variables if the variables are not declared static. So obviously, if the values are different, then we don't have any problem, even though if it occupies the memory. But for the certain variables where the thing is common for all the students. So here, if you talk about college name, then it is going to be common for all 50 students. So it is not needed to create different copies for all the students. So what will happen? Let me just explain you through one block diagram so that you will get it correctly. So it will be like this. Let's say the objects which I have created. Let's say this is my stack area where all these objects are getting stored. Something like this. Fine. So here, let's say my first object is there, which is stu1. Here my second object will be there, stu2, then stu3. So likewise, I may have 50 objects. Then for all variables, as I said, if it is not static, then memory occupation will be there. So what it will do? It will do like this. Let's say first one was roll number. So for roll number, it will store the things like this. Roll number 1. Let's say name is Abhishek. And what was the next one? Gender, yeah. So let's say gender is male. So let's say for one student, this block is generated. Similarly, for second student, let's say one more block is there where these many things will be stored. Again, for that, roll number could be different. So let me go with roll number is 2. Let's say name is Jatin or Rusi or whatever. Those who are replying, there are many who are replying. Then gender is male again. What it will do? stu1 will try to refer this block. So whatever address is there here, let's say the address is 1000, 2000, whatever. It could be anything. Let's say this is 1000. So what it will do at 1000 address, it will try to store all three variables, roll number, name and gender, and it will reserve the appropriate bytes. For integer, whatever reserve bytes are needed, it will reserve it. For string, so we have 2 string variable and we have 1 integer variable. So accordingly, it will occupy the memory. Similarly, stu2 will refer this block. This address could be, let's say 2000. I'm just giving an example. Let's say this is 2000. So it will try to refer that block. So here, if I don't declare college name with static keyword, then that thing will also be added here. Here it will be like this, college name equal to, let's archive. So every time it will occupy memory for this block also. Here also it will occupy the memory. So let's say it needs 2 bytes, so 2 bytes here, 2 bytes here. So we have 50 objects, so it will reserve 100 bytes which are not needed. So rather what it can do, we can, if we can make it static, then it will be like this. Here only it will be college name if it is static. And here let's say it is archive. So every time when the object will refer to block, that block will get the value from here. It will not occupy the memory. Simply it will have link like this. So both the blocks can refer this college name as it is static, and it is having one special area which is known as class area. So it will occupy memory only once. This area is known as class area. So every time this block will try to go with the class area and will check whether any static variables are stored or not. If the variable is there, it will fetch the value from that. Are you getting this concept? What I am trying to convey?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So likewise for all 50 objects, it will create separate blocks, will occupy the memory. But for static things, it will occupy memory only once. Otherwise, for remaining things, it will occupy memory every time when we will create the object. So that is why mostly we are using a static keyword for certain common things, which is common for all the objects. This is the only use of static keyword with variable. Is it fine? Do you want more clarification, or are you getting it?
No, sir.
Great. So now let's come to the point again. And so that is why mostly for the common things, we generally go with the static keyword. So we can do like this. Here I can declare this with static string, college name is Arkan University. So it doesn't mean that I cannot modify this value. Of course I can modify the value, but Now, even though if I will create 50 objects, it will create the memory for 3 variables only. And for this string college name, it will occupy the memory only once. Later on, I can just refer the value. Every time it will not occupy the memory. That's the only use of static keyword with variable. Fine. So in this session, we are going to discuss static keyword. So mostly we are using static keyword with variables. We can use static keyword with methods. We can use it with blocks also. We're going to discuss what is static block, so don't worry about that part. And for the inner class also we can do it, which is also known as nested class. So mostly in Java, static keyword can be used with variables, with methods, with blocks, and with nested classes. So with variable, the thing which I have explained, we are using static variables just to make sure that that variable will occupy the memory only once. Fine. And any variable which is declared with static keyword, it is known as static variable. We have already discussed in types of variables, if you remember. So many times, whenever you want to refer certain common properties, as I said, whenever you want to store any details, and for specific users, if the details are common, then for all those common properties, you can declare those variables with static to save the memory. Fine. So any doubt regarding this? Static with variable?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Great. And see, the only advantage is it saves the memory. Otherwise, if you don't want to save the memory, there is no need to declare any variable with static keyword. There is no rocket science. It is as simple as that. If you declare any variable with static keyword, then it will save the memory. That's it. Because every time when all the objects will try to refer the same property, if it is not declared with static keyword, every time when object will refer, it will occupy the memory. And if it is declared with static keyword, then it will occupy the memory only once. And in the class area, which I have talked about. Fine. So now let's see how we can use static keyword with methods. That also you are aware. Can anyone tell me what is the use of static keyword with methods?
Can I, sir?
Yes, yes.
सर स्टैटिक कीवर्ड विथ मेथड में हम डायरेक्टली कॉल कर सकते हैं किसी भी मेथड को जो भी हमने स्टैटिक में डिक्लेयर किया है तो उसे हम क्लास नेम से डायरेक्टली कॉल कर सकते हैं ऑब्जेक्ट बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है ऐसा
Very good, correct. So mostly for all the programs we are defining main method, and as you all are aware, main method is declared with static keyword. Fine. So whenever you write static keyword with any method, then that method is known as static method. It is very simple. If you find static keyword with any method, then that method is known as static method. And as Lucia said, to access any kind of static methods, you don't need to create the object of the class where your method is defined. Simply by using class name, you can access it. And in many examples, we have seen to access any static properties, whether it is variable or method, you don't need to create the object. You can simply access it by class name. And the syntax is class name dot property. So if I have defined any static method and if I want to access it, तो मुझे क्या पता होना चाहिए उसका क्लास क्या है. Simply if I know the class name in which the method is defined, using the class name itself I can access the method. Then so you don't need to create an object. That's the very simple use of static method. But the limitation of static method is, can anyone tell me what is the limitation of static method?
सर उसके अंदर हम वो नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड नहीं कॉल कर सकते ऐसा कुछ होता है
Very good, very good. Static method cannot use non-static data members. So even it cannot access the non-static variables or it cannot call the non-static methods. If your method is declared with static keyword, it must call static methods only. Fine, it can access static methods only. That is the limitation of static method. And one more thing is with static methods or with static things, you cannot use this and super keyword. Super keyword is yet to discuss, so you don't have an idea about that. But you cannot use this keyword with static things. So now let me just demonstrate one method we already discussed, but still as the topic is there, we need to discuss it. Let's say same class demo static. Very good example is main method, because if main method is not declared with static keyword, then every time JVM should create an object of the class in which we are defining main method feasibly, which is not feasible. So that's why we need to declare main method with static keyword, so that JVM directly calls this method using the class name. Now for example, I am having one more class, let's say class A. Inside this class, if I declare one method which is not static, let's say public void display. Here if I print is called. Now if I want to access this method from main method, then all of you are aware about that we need to create the object of this class, because I am trying to access the method which is not defined in the same class. Is it fine? Without creating object, can I access this method?
नहीं.
I don't want to create the object of class A, but still I want to access display method. Is it possible?
तब static लगाना पड़ेगा.
No, without using static keyword, is it possible?
No.
So how many of you are saying that no, it is not possible?
Sir,
So मैं कह रहा हूँ.
Other than Jatin, who is
Sir.
saying yes?
sir, repeat करो ना एक बार तब.
My question is, I want to access display method which is defined in class A, which is not declared with static keyword. So now without creating object of class A, without declaring this method with static keyword, I want to access it here. Is it possible?
But sir, object बनाओ पड़े ना.
I know that we need to create object, but that is what I'm saying. I don't want to do that. That is why I'm asking to you. I don't want to create object. I don't want to declare this method with static keyword, but still I want to access it in this class.
Inheritance.
Exactly. This is what I was expecting. See, if I write extends A, that's it. Now I can call it. What do you think? Now if I try to call this display, will it work? Using inheritance you can
Yes.
do that, but as it is declared,
Yes.
as it is static method, what do you think? Will it work?
I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
पर लगभग नो करे ने
नहीं होगा.
स्टैटिक के
हाँ
अंदर
मेन मेथड નો ઇનહેરિટન્સ
Static
નો
में
શું
नहीं
કામ
होगा ना.
હા નોન સ્ટેટિક વાળી એરર આવશે.
Yes, correct.
Hmm.
Display cannot be referenced from a static context. So your answer was right. I was expecting this answer only. This is the only way. But again, the condition is there if it is not static. From static, you can never execute any non-static method. And so if it was the ordinary method, then surely without creating object, even though the method is not static, we can do that by applying inheritance. But in this case, it will not work. But I was expecting this answer only. So now let me just remove it. So to access this method, I need to create object, and you know how to create object. We can do like this: a ob equal to new a, and I can call this method using ob.display, and you will be able to see the output. Getting display is called. But now if I declare this display method with static keyword, then I don't need to create this object. Fine. But rather simply I can access it using class name. I can write a.display. That's it. I am not creating object, but I know display is declared with static keyword, and for all these static properties, I can access it using class name. So I'm doing it a.display, and I should get access. You can say I'm getting a display is called. So this is the use of.
सेव नहीं किया हो आप.
ऐसा था?
हाँ.
Okay, now let me just save this file, and then also I will get the same answer. Now also you can see a display is called. So this is the use of static keyword. Fine, static keyword with methods. Any doubt in static with variable and static with method?
नहीं sir.
Okay, great. Now a very interesting and new thing for you, which is a static block. See, in Java you can define a static block also. Now let me show you what is static block. You can do like this. You can simply write static, and you can use the parenthesis, which will be known as scope of this block, and I can display something here, system.out.println. Let's say I am static block. So what do you think? What output I will get here? Let me display something. I am main method. What do you think? What will be the output?
સર શાયદ સિર્ફ મેઇન મેથડ.
Okay, so why? What is the logic? Why you are thinking that it will execute only main method? Why it will not
સર
go for
क्योंकि वो मेन के बाहर है ना.
Okay,
थिंक.
okay, it's fine. As of now, you are not having any idea, so your answer could be correct. What about others?
सर दोनों
So I think
दोनों होगा
both will-
एग्जीक्यूट. बोथ विल एग्जीक्यूट सर.
Both will execute. Then what will be the output?
सर आई एम मेन मेथड एंड आई एम स्टैटिक ब्लॉक दोनों.
Okay, तो ऐसा क्यों लगता है? Why you are saying it will give I am main method and I am static block? Why not I am static block and I am main method?
सर स्टैटिक ब्लॉक है यानी तो अपने आप ही वो हो जाएगा ना सर, कॉल हो जाएगा ना स्टैटिक है यानी तो मींस
हाँ, अपने आप हो जाएगा. But when
Means-
it will be executed?
जब वो मेन क्लास स्टैटिक होगी तब.
See, the very interesting point about static block is it is executed before the main method at the time of class loading. Always make sure that if you have static block in your class, then it is executed before the main method. Mark my words. I am saying even before the execution of main method, this block will execute. So what it will do, it will go to static block directly. It will execute this statement, I am static block, then it will start the execution from main. It will go inside main and it will display I am main method, something like this. So let me just save this file to demonstrate, and let's run this file. You can see I am static block and then it gives I am main method. So many times whenever you want to initialize certain static data members, or you can say static variables, at that time you can define static. At that time you can define your static block, and you can initialize the values for those variables here. So even before execution of main method, that thing will be done. So whatever you want to do without executing your file, everything you can display here, everything you can put inside the static block.
सर एक
So-
डाउट है
Yes, go ahead.
सर, स्टैटिक ब्लॉक का यूज होता है कि रेयरली यूज होता है वो?
Rarely, because as I said, whenever you want to initialize static variables, mostly the variable which is declared with static are assigned. By default, the values are assigned. But if the values are not assigned, and if you want to do certain calculations before execution of main, then you can do it here. But earlier the use of static keyword was there, and that I am explaining. But before that, let me just ask one question. So based on this theory, my question is, can we execute any program without main method? What do you think now?
No.
Yes.
No, sir.
No, then why? See now, as I explained, even before the main method, static block gets executed. So if after static block, if main method is there, it will execute, and if it is not there, then what is the problem?
सर
Yes,
क्योंकि मेन मेथड है ही नहीं तो क्लास में वो जाएगा कैसे? जैसे तो
correct. But let's say
मेन मेथड में जाएगा कैसे?
I don't want to do anything. I just want to define the class, and I want to perform the execution of the static block only. I don't want to use any properties of this class. Then
We can execute the
पता
program,
नहीं
sir, without main method.
yes, see, but nowadays after JDK 1.7, it is not possible to execute any Java class without main method. After JDK 1.7, fine. Earlier when we were using JDK 1.5, 1.6, at that time we were able to execute the program without main method also using static block only. But now you will get error. Let me just execute it. You can see main method not found. So if you look at the syntax, then there is nothing wrong. So that's why during compilation I am not getting any error. But now main method not found in class, please define the main method as this. So clearly it is giving suggestion you need to define the main method like this only: public static void main string and then your array name. And because nowadays in the GUI part they have appended few classes like JavaFX, and that is why it must extend this application. But earlier, if you have lower version JDK, let's say 1.5 or 1.6, you can go for it, you can try. Surely you will be able to execute this code and you will get the output which is I am static block. So even though main method is not there, you can execute it. But if you are using lower version, so before JDK 1.7 only it was possible, but nowadays it is not possible to compile, to run any program without main method. तो कभी आपको इंटरव्यू में कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ जाए तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि earlier we were able to do it, but now after JDK 1.7 it is not possible to execute any Java class without main method. So that's why static block is very important, and it's very useful also. Many a times if you want to display something before the execution of your main method, at that time you can go for static block. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. Now I am not going to explain the concept of nested class, that we will discuss later on, because before that I need to explain few more things. But now let me just explain the use of final keyword also, as we were discussing it today only. So let me use and let me discuss it. See, again, use of final keyword is there in Java. So we are using final keyword with variables. We can use it with methods. We can use it with class also. We can use final keyword with three things: with variables, with methods, and with class. Fine. So now if I declare any variable with final keyword, then that variable is known as final variable. In that case, now you can say it will not be able to change the value. No change in value. Will make the value constant. So how? Let me just explain you. If I define one class, let's say demo final. Otherwise Jatin will say, so I need to take care about capital and small letters. Static void main string args. Now let's say I am creating one more class, class demo. Here if I declare any variable, final integer a is equal to 10, पहले हम final remove कर देते हैं, and now Now let's say I want to modify this value. What I will do? First I will create the object of demo class. Let's say I'm creating object demo ob equal to new demo. And using this ob I can access it. So ob.a is equal to ob.a plus 20. And now let me display the value system.out.println ob.a. So what will be the output?
30.
30.
30, correct. What is the name? Demo final. Let's save this file.
सर पहले एरर आ जाएगा वहाँ INT A पे सेमीकोलन मार
यस सर सेमीकोलन नहीं है
कहाँ पे?
अब आपने कर दिया सर
हाँ आपने कर दिया
Okay, fine, chalo. See, then demo final. So it works fine, and let us see what is the output. And as we were expecting, it gives 30. So for normal variable using the object, we can modify the value, but now instead of normal variable, let me declare it with final keyword. Fine, and now let me just compile it again. You can see cannot assign a value to final variable a. So if any variable is declared with final keyword, then anyhow you cannot modify the value of that variable. So in your program, whenever you want certain value to be constant throughout the program, then it is your responsibility to declare that variable with final keyword. So by mistake also that value will never get modified. Is it fine?
Yes sir.
Yeah, but
Yes,
if you
sir.
don't declare it with final, then by mistake, if you are performing certain calculations, then it can modify the value. Even though it is static, it can modify the values. So whenever you want to go for constant value, make sure that you use final variable. So this is the use of final keyword with variable. Value of final variable can never be modified. Then final with method yet to discuss, because we have not completed the concept of method overriding. At that time I will let you know, but before this let me discuss final class. Now what I'm doing, let me make this class as a final class. Can anyone tell me what will happen if I go with final class? Now let me remove this keyword. What is the difference between normal class and final class? Any assumption?
सर कहना है
Yes.
सर उसका मतलब है कि जैसे कि हम एक क्लास में एक क्लास के दूसरा एक ही नेम के दूसरा क्लास नहीं बना सकते शायद
No, that we cannot do for ordinary class also. For example, if it is not final, then also I cannot define same name like this. This is not possible. You can say I'm getting duplicate class. So for normal class also the condition is there. You cannot create multiple classes with same name. That is not possible in Java. Not in Java, but in any OOP language, it is not possible to go with same name for all the classes.
So we cannot create the object.
For final class,
Yes.
okay. See, I'm not getting any error. I have created object here. You can see. And
Okay, sir.
I have saved this file. Still, let me just execute it again. So again, for final class, we can create object also. And if we cannot create object, then the question is how to access the properties. So that should not be there. If we cannot create the object of final class, then what to do with all the properties which are defined inside that class? Inside final class, I may have many variables, I may have many methods. And if I cannot create object, then it is really big trouble. You cannot access any properties. But that is not the thing.
सर
Yes.
एक और भी हो सकता है, जो फाइनल क्लास होगा ना
Okay.
उसको हम एक्सटेंड नहीं कर सकते, मींस इसको हम इनहेरिटेंस में नहीं ले सकते.
Very good.
Side.
Now you got the solution from internet.
सब क्लास नहीं बना सकते
Yes, correct. See, I cannot do like this. Class demo final extends. Now this demo is declared with final keyword, and I'm trying to make that class as a super class. So now let me just execute it again. You can see cannot inherit from final demo. So जैसे हम वेरिएबल को फाइनल करते हैं तो हम बोलते हैं कि वो वेरिएबल की जो वैल्यू है उसको मॉडिफाई नहीं कर सकते. Similarly, if any class is declared with final keyword, then we cannot inherit any properties from that class. उस क्लास की जो
Sir,
भी
एक
प्रॉपर्टीज है. Yes.
हम मल्टीपल फाइनल क्लास डिफाइन कर सकते हैं.
Yes, of course.
ओके सर.
So for all the classes you can go with final, but the only constraint is if the class is declared with final keyword, then you cannot inherit any properties of that class. तो मैं ऐसा नहीं कर सकता हूँ कि वहां पे इनहेरिटेंस अप्लाई करके उसकी प्रॉपर्टी को रीयूज कर सकता हूँ. इफ इट इज फाइनल, then the properties will be final to that class only. That's the only thing which you need to remember. You can never inherit any properties of final class. तो अभी इसका मैं सब क्लास नहीं बना सकता हूँ. So this is not valid. Is it fine?
सुपर क्लास बन जाएगा ना उसका.
यस सर.
Sorry.
वो बना सकते हो आप, इसका सुपर क्लास बना सकते हो.
इसका
फाइनल क्लास. हाँ फाइनल.
या दैट वी कैन डू, बट इसके अंदर मुझे दूसरे क्लास की प्रॉपर्टी एक्सेस करनी है तो वो मैं कर सकता हूँ. यहाँ पे मैं लिख सकता हूँ एक्सटेंड्स डेमो फाइनल. यू कैन सी दैट इज वैलिड बिकॉज इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि मैं डेमो फाइनल क्लास की प्रॉपर्टीज डेमो क्लास में एक्सेस करना चाहता हूँ. सो इट इज पॉसिबल बिकॉज दिस क्लास इज नॉट फाइनल, बट यहाँ पे मैं फाइनल लिखता हूँ. इसका मतलब इस क्लास की जो भी प्रॉपर्टी है उसको कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. वो इस क्लास के पूर्ति सीमित ही रहेगी, डेमो के सीमित.
बस सर अगर ऐसा हुआ कि आप मतलब ऊपर एक्सटेंड्स कर रहे हो फाइनल डेमो, मतलब
यस.
सॉरी 1 मिनट, आप नहीं भी कर रहे हो और जो
Okay.
INT A=10 है ना, वो तो
Okay.
वैसे ही रहेगा. तो
Yes.
कांस्टेंट टाइप भी रहेगा. और अगर आप अभी एक्सटेंड कर रहे हो डेमो फाइनल को, फिर आप उसमें कुछ ऐड करते हो
No,
तो
I
सर
cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
नहीं, ऊपर नहीं सर, नीचे वही नीचे
Okay.
उधर ही
Yeah.
नीचे आप. हाँ सर, ऐसा कुछ ऐसी कोई प्रॉपर्टी आप डेमो फाइनल की लेते जो INT A=10 पे प्लस हो जाती, तो भी ये पॉसिबल होता.
I think you are saying like this. Let's say I am having one variable in this class. Integer b is 20, for example. And you are saying if you try to do a equal to a plus b, something like this.
हाँ सर, अभी ये फाइनल क्लास में तो इसकी अंदर के जो भी जितने भी वेरिएबल्स होंगे वो कांस्टेंट नहीं होंगे.
No, I am not saying that.
ओके.
See, these are the normal variables, but by doing this, you cannot do that because the b variable is defined in different class. Okay, you have written extends. Yeah, so it's fine. We can access it. So now my question is, if I want to execute this code, what should I do now? As of now, I cannot execute this code because it is written inside the class. How to execute this code? Are you getting my question? मुझे चेक करना है कि ये कोड का रिजल्ट क्या होगा, कैसे करना है?
by creating object.
By creating object of what?
सर आपने इनहेरिट किया हुआ है.
Yeah, that's fine. But see, if any class is having standalone properties, I cannot execute it. वो आपको पता शायद होगा. Let me explain that thing. अगर इस क्लास में मेरे पास ऐसे कोई वेरिएबल है, integer a is 10, integer b is 30, string s is name. So this code directly will never get execution if you can understand me. ऐसे ये execute नहीं होगा. इसको मुझे print करना है.
system.out.println.
Yes, मुझे system.out.println यूज करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise I can define this thing in any method and then I can call the method. ऐसे कभी नहीं होगा कि execution will start from class and it will execute all the statements one by one. तो यहाँ पे ऐसा ही हुआ ना, देखो। तो इसको एग्जीक्यूट करना है, मुझे चेक करना है, तो मैं इसको कोई मेथड में प्लेस कर सकता हूँ, और मैं सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन भी यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ तो भी क्या होगा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं यहाँ पे ऐसा लिखता हूँ सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन, देन व्हाट डू यू थिंक, विल इट वर्क?
नो।
बिकॉज दिस इज अगेन नॉट डिफाइंड इन एनी मेथड और नॉट इन एनी कंस्ट्रक्टर, तो ऐसे कोई क्लास एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं होगा। दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू कन्वे। फाइन, इसका मैं कोई दूसरा एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं समझा रहा हूँ, अभी मैं अभी वही समझा रहा हूँ कि ऐसा कोई स्टेटमेंट जो क्लास में है, कोई मेथड में नहीं है, कंस्ट्रक्टर में नहीं है, इवन दो आई हैव रिटन सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन, इट विल नेवर एग्जीक्यूटेड। यहाँ पे भी मैं अगर ऐसा लिखता हूँ सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन, and if I display all the variables like this, if I go with B, if I go with S, then also you will never execute these things. Are you getting me?
यस सर।
यस सर।
तो अगर आपको ऐसा करना है तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, इसके अंदर कोई मेथड डिफाइन करो और उस मेथड के अंदर ये सभी वेरिएबल्स को प्रिंट करने की ट्राई करो और उसको कॉल करो। दैट्स द ओनली थिंग। But Jatin, to answer your question, this is what you can do. You can access the properties from this class to here, and the variables of final class are not final variables. Only class is final, so properties will be limited for this class only. You cannot access it outside.
ओके सर, समझ गया।
Yeah. So now in the next session we will discuss few things which I have not discussed today. One is what was that, nested class, because that I need to deliver in the next session. Then final with method, that we will cover after method overriding. This is going to be the sequence for the next session. First we will cover the concept of nested class, then we will see concept of method overriding, and once we will understand method overriding, then you will be able to understand the use of final keyword with method. And so these are the upcoming topics, but meanwhile if you have any doubt for today, then tell me, otherwise I am done.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Okay, great. So now you can join the next session. It's already 11:57. Yes.
સર સબ્જેક્ટ રિલેટેડ નથી પણ બીજો છે, જેમ કે આપણે લાસ્ટમાં ગમે સબ્જેક્ટમાં અટેન્ડન્સ થઈ તો અમે કદાચ જ્યારે અટેન્ડન્સ લાસ્ટમાં જ્યારે સર ડાઉનલોડ કરે છે એના 5 મિનિટ પહેલા કદાચ અમારું ઇન્ટરનેટ વયું ગયું અને અમે લીવ થઈ ગયા તો અમારી અટેન્ડન્સ થાય કે ન થાય?
Sorry.
સર લાસ્ટમાં અટેન્ડન્સ જે ડાઉનલોડ કરે તમે લોકો જે કોઈ પણ ફેકલ્ટી છે લાસ્ટમાં અટેન્ડન્સ ડાઉનલોડ કરે તો અમે 5 મિનિટ પહેલા અમારું નેટ વયું ગયું હોય અને અમે લીવ થઈ ગયા હોય તો અમારી અટેન્ડન્સ થાય કે ન થાય?
Yes, yes, of course.
ઓકે સર.
Yeah. Okay.